All right, good morning, guys. I'm going to do a review of longitude and latitude for you to have a preview before you work on today's assignment. So the first thing I want you to look at is the line of 0 degrees, which is the equator, and this is the line of latitude 0. So latitude, really bad drawing and spelling here. Trying to fit it all in. Latitude. The equator divides the world into the northern and southern hemispheres. I would write north and south on your papers above the equator so that way you remember that for when you're working on your assignment. The prime meridian is the 0 degrees of longitude, and I'm just going to abbreviate longitude. Really bad job at that. And that divides the world into the eastern and western hemispheres. I would also label your east and your west on either side of the prime meridian, so that way you can remember which are which. Erase that portion, erase these lines. Now, to find your longitude and latitude points, it is GPS coordinates. And longitude and latitude give you a more exact location than just saying, like, Webster is at 240 in Santa Fe, or Walmart is at 240 in Santa Fe. These are the exact locations. So we're going to pick a point here. We're going to look at C. The first number you want to find is latitude. So we're going to follow C over, and we see that it's at 15 degrees. Okay. Now, it is above the equator, so it'll be 15 degrees north. The second thing we do is we follow the line up to the degrees of longitude, and we see that it's in between 60 and 90. Now, if a line falls in between the two, what you have to do is first figure out the difference between our degrees. So our first degree is 60, our second is 90. So we know there's a difference of 30. And we're at the halfway point, so we have to divide that out by 2. So we know there's a difference of 15 degrees between 60 degrees and where our line is, and 90 degrees and where our line is. So the easiest thing to do is add 60 plus 15 to get 75. So then your longitude is 75, and because it's on the east side of the prime meridian, it'll be 15 degrees north by 75 degrees east. Any time, you are in the middle on a point of longitude on this map, it's a difference of 15. So you will always add that 15 on this map for longitude. And remember, your longitude numbers are across the top and across the bottom. Now I want you to look at K. K sits right on the equator and right on the prime meridian. If your point sits directly on the equator, you only have to write 0 degrees, because since it's the dividing line, it can't be a north or south. That is what divides it into the north and south. And since it's on the prime meridian, it is also just straight 0 degrees, because that is also the dividing